wants their money. Hello, humans. How you guys doing? The PlayStation 6 really is going to be a console for suckers. But what are we going to do? Right? There's plenty of people out there where they say there's one born every minute, right? There's a whole, and I mean a whole legion of consumers out there that are ready for the PlayStation 6. And yes, they will buy $1,000 console to purchase leases on games or rentals that they'll never own, and they will be happy. That's the reality. That's why, PlayStation isn't backing down. That's why other people are going to follow suit. And it's just not worth it for us console gamers. If you look at it this way, there's of course the PC master race, which has always been used to the digital products. And then there's console gamers, which, I can't even say it's a large majority anymore. See, that's the problem. The large majority of console players are buying digital. And some experiences are worth it. Like if you find your game, right? Like me, like this is my game. I'm Helldivers, forever, right? Like this is my jam right here. And, games like it. I'm from the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3 era, Call of Duty, Xbox Live, the toxicity. I mean, that's what I miss. Right? That's what I want. That world no longer exists, and it can only exist in some ways through digital products on, on PC. It just sucks. It just really sucks, right? And I wish it was different, but it's not. And I sit here kind of ambiguous saying, okay, well, am I going to stop playing Helldivers? The game, my favorite game, when I come home and I just want to decompress. As far as the PlayStation 5, this really has been one of my go-tos. The answer is no. I'm going to probably play the PC version that I have. Right? Because, because of the nature of my job, I always have to have a PC that is able to handle, high graphics, because I use CAD for work and stuff like that, right? So that's a purchase that I have to make regardless, and that purchase is always $3,000-$4,000. I mean, that's just the way it is. Sometimes even more when I start adding up, the rest of the stuff that I have to buy for it. So there really is no need for me to get a PlayStation. There is no other game, right now that I have to say, I can't wait to play it, so I have to play it there. Maybe a Kojima game, and like I said, I love Kojima, but for $1,000, no. I can wait till it comes out on PC, and that's just the way it's going to be, but it doesn't matter how I feel about it, guys, because there's a whole list of consumers out there that are willing to pay the money, that are willing to be suckers, and they do not understand the concept of owning, nor do they care, because they've sold their souls out for convenience. Right? It's not only about the plastic. Right? It's not only about the cases. It's not only about the discs. It's about the fact that, hey, I own this. This is my property. You're not, giving control to somebody else to decide what to do with your money. And unfortunately, there's some games that, like this one. I know this game is going to end, and I put, hundreds of dollars into it, or whatever it is, probably $200. I want to say over the, the last 3 years, whatever it's come out. But I've had the fun. It's just been that good of an experience for me. Would I like to have a physical product, that I've been clamoring for? Give me a single player experience for Helldivers. Yes, we want that. And it would sell millions of copies. But right now, they're making enough money just doing this. But moving forward, am I going to say that I'm not going to buy any digital products? That would be a lie. That would be a lie, because I do buy digital products. But some of them you get to own, like the stuff that I buy for the Intellivision Sprint by Atari, for example. I bought digital games for that, but they're mine. I own them. Even though it's digital, it lives on the console. I have it on a stick. It's mine to do whatever I want with it. However I want to play it, whether I want to play it on an emulator on my PC, or if I want to to play it on my Sprint, that's how I play it. I mean, to me, it's all about the original hardware, right? But again, guys, I'm not the market anymore. We're not the market anymore. But again, just swallowing the part that you have to pay $1,000 to rent games, it's just something that I can't do. And then as much as all these YouTubers are clamoring out there, hey, we're not gonna put up with this, we're abandoning the product and all this stuff, they're not going to, because this is where the eyeballs are at. Most of the consumers are going to be digital consumers, and if they want to get views, they're going to have to play the game on that console. And as much as they hate it, they're lying to you. They will, because above all things, they want them views. All right, humans, I will catch you on the next one. Hey, I'm really bad at this. Hey, don't you guys need to like and subscribe and all that stuff? If you want to hear the spicy stuff, you got to join the channel. I always forget, I get into the themes and I just suck at promotion. But yeah, if you like this kind of stuff, guys, go ahead and sign up, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.